1. Which of the following is not a fundamental principle enshrined in the Philippine Constitution? A. Sovereignty of the people. B. Separation of church and state. C. Supremacy of civilian authority over the military. D. Dictatorship as a form of government. Answer: D. Dictatorship as a form of government. Explanation: the Philippine Constitution is democratic and does not endorse dictatorship. 2. Who has the power to declare the existence of a state of war? A. The President. B. The Supreme Court. C. The Senate President. D. The Congress. Answer: D. The Congress. Explanation: according to the Philippine Constitution, only Congress can declare a state of war. 3. What is the term length for a senator in the Philippines? A. 3 years. B. 6 years. C. 4 years. D. 5 years. Answer: B. 6 years. Explanation: senators in the Philippines are elected for a term of 6 years. 4. Which body is vested with the power to impeach the President of the Philippines? A. The Senate. B. The House of Representatives. C. The Supreme Court. D. The Congress. Answer: B. The House of Representatives. Explanation: the House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment. 5. What is the highest law of the land in the Philippines? A. The Civil Code. B. The Penal Code. C. The Philippine Constitution. D. The Local Government Code. Answer: C. The Philippine Constitution. Explanation: the Philippine Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, RA 6713. 6. What is the primary purpose of RA 6713? A. To establish more government agencies. B. To promote a high standard of ethics in public service. C. To reduce the salaries of public officials. D. To privatize government-owned corporations. Answer: B. To promote a high standard of ethics in public service. Explanation: RA 6713 aims to promote a high standard of ethics in public service. 7. Under RA 6713, what is required of public officials and employees in terms of asset disclosure? A. They must disclose assets every 10 years. B. They must disclose assets only upon retirement. C. They must annually file their statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth. D. They are not required to disclose their assets. Answer: C. They must annually file their statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth. 8. Which of the following is not a norm of conduct for public officials under RA 6713? A. Commitment to public interest. B. Professionalism. C. Political partisanship. D. Simple living. Answer: C. Political partisanship. Explanation: RA 6713 emphasizes neutrality in public service and discourages political partisanship. 9. Which of the following practices is prohibited under RA 6713? A. Accepting gifts of nominal value. B. Engaging in professional consulting services during weekends. C. Public officials borrowing money from subordinates. D. Attending training sessions funded by the government. Answer: C. Public officials borrowing money from subordinates. Explanation: Public officials are prohibited from borrowing money from subordinates as it may compromise their impartiality. 10. What does simple living entail for public officials under RA 6713? A. Avoiding extravagant and ostentatious displays of wealth. B. Living below the poverty line. C. Refusing any form of government support. D. Selling all personal property. Answer: A. Avoiding extravagant and ostentatious displays of wealth. Explanation: Public officials are expected to live simply and avoid displays of wealth that may lead to suspicion of corruption. 11. Which international document primarily outlines fundamental human rights? A. The Philippine Constitution. B. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Geneva Conventions. Answer: B. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Explanation: The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the UN General Assembly, outlines fundamental human rights. 12. What is the primary role of the Commission on Human Rights in the Philippines? A. To legislate new laws. B. To investigate human rights violations. C. To execute laws. D. To arbitrate disputes. Answer: B. To investigate human rights violations. Explanation: The Commission on Human Rights is tasked with investigating all forms of human rights violations in the Philippines. 13. Which principle is not commonly associated with human rights? A. Universality. B. Inalienability. C. Equality. D. Political allegiance. Answer: D. Political allegiance. Explanation: Human rights principles include universality, inalienability, and equality, not political allegiance. 14. Which law in the Philippines aims to protect children from abuse, exploitation, and discrimination? A. RA 7610. B. RA 9262. C. RA 7438. D. RA 10175. Answer: RA 7610. Explanation: RA 7610 is known as the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. 15. What does the term peace process refer to? A. The procedures for legal arbitration. B. The measures taken to end conflict and establish lasting peace. C. The methods of conducting warfare. D. The strategies for political campaigning. Answer: B. The measures taken to end conflict and establish lasting peace. Explanation: The peace process involves negotiations and actions aimed at resolving conflict and building sustainable peace. 16. Which Philippine law governs the conservation, management, and protection of wildlife resources? A. RA 8749. B. RA 6969. C. RA 9147. D. RA 9003. Answer: C. RA 9147. Explanation: RA 9147 is the Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act. 17. What is the main purpose of the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, RA 9003? A. To regulate mining activities. B. To manage and control air pollution. C. To ensure the proper segregation, collection, and disposal of solid waste. D. To promote the use of renewable energy. Answer: C. To ensure the proper segregation, collection, and disposal of solid waste. Explanation: RA 9003 focuses on solid waste management and environmental protection through proper waste practices. 18. What agency is primarily responsible for enforcing environmental laws in the Philippines? A. Department of Agriculture, DA. B. Department of Energy, DOE. C. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. D. Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH. Answer: C. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. Explanation: the DNR is the main agency for implementing environmental policies and laws. 19. Which law aims to promote and protect the right of the people to a balanced and healthful ecology in the Philippines? A. RA 8749. B. RA 7586. C. RA 7942. D. RA 8371. Answer: RA 8749. Explanation: RA 8749 is known as the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, which aims to maintain a balanced and healthful ecology. 20. What is the main objective of the National Integrated Protected Area System, NEPA's, Act, RA 7586? A. To exploit natural resources for economic gain. B. To protect areas with outstanding biological diversity. C. To build infrastructure in remote areas. D. To support large-scale industrial activities. Answer: B. To protect areas with outstanding biological diversity. Explanation: the NEPA's Act aims to protect ecologically significant areas and maintain biodiversity. 21. Which of the following is an example of renewable energy? A. Coal. B. Solar. C. Natural gas. D. Nuclear. Answer: B. Solar. Explanation: solar energy is a renewable source that is continuously replenished by nature. 22. What is the main goal of sustainable development? A. To achieve rapid economic growth at all costs. B. To meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. C. To prioritize industrial development over environmental concerns. D. To exploit natural resources to their maximum potential. Answer: B. To meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Explanation: sustainable development aims to balance economic growth with environmental protection and social equity. 23. Which international agreement focuses on addressing climate change? A. The Geneva Convention. B. The Paris Agreement. C. The Kyoto Protocol. D. The Hague Convention. Answer: B. The Paris Agreement. Explanation: the Paris Agreement is a global accord aimed at combating climate change by limiting global warming. 24. What is the purpose of the Clean Water Act, RA 9275? A. To promote the use of nuclear energy. B. To ensure the cleanliness and purity of the country's water bodies. C. To regulate the sale of bottled water. D. To privatize water utilities. Answer: B. To ensure the cleanliness and purity of the country's water bodies. Explanation: the Clean Water Act aims to protect and preserve the quality of the Philippines' water resources. 25. Which practice is encouraged to reduce waste and promote environmental conservation? A. Landfilling. B. Incineration. C. Recycling. D. Illegal dumping. Answer: C. Recycling. Explanation: recycling helps reduce waste and conserve natural resources by reprocessing materials. 26. Which branch of the government is responsible for making laws? A. Executive. B. Legislative. C. Judiciary. D. Local government. Answer: B. Legislative. Explanation: the legislative branch, consisting of the Senate and the House of Representatives, is responsible for making laws. 27. What is the term used for the legal process of reviewing the constitutionality of a law? A. Legislation. B. Jurisdiction. C. Judicial review. D. Impeachment. Answer: C. Judicial review. Explanation: judicial review is the power of courts to assess whether a law is in accordance with the Constitution. 28. Under RA 6713, which of the following is considered a prohibited act? A. Attending work regularly. B. Receiving gifts in the course of official duties. C. Filing SALN on time. D. Following the code of conduct. Answer: B. Receiving gifts in the course of official duties. Explanation: receiving gifts related to official duties is prohibited to avoid conflicts of interest. 29. What does the term human rights refer to? A. Rights granted by a specific government. B. Fundamental rights inherent to all human beings. C. Privileges given by an employer. D. Benefits provided by social clubs. Answer: B. Fundamental rights inherent to all human beings. Explanation: human rights are basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world. 30. Which Philippine law aims to protect and promote the health of mothers and children? A. RA 9710. B. RA 9262. C. RA 7600. D. RA 7438. Answer: C. RA 7600. Explanation: RA 7600 is known as the Rooming In and Breastfeeding Act of 1992, promoting the health of mothers and children. 31. What is the primary aim of the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act, RA 8371? A. To assimilate indigenous cultures into mainstream society. B. To protect and promote the rights of indigenous cultural communities. C. To convert ancestral lands into commercial zones. D. To limit the practice of indigenous traditions. Answer: B. To protect and promote the rights of indigenous cultural communities. Explanation: RA 8371 aims to recognize, protect, and promote the rights of indigenous peoples in the Philippines. 32. What does the term biodiversity refer to? A. The variety of plant and animal species in a given area. B. The number of human populations in a city. C. The amount of pollution in the air. D. The diversity of languages spoken in a country. Answer: A. The variety of plant and animal species in a given area. Explanation: biodiversity refers to the variety of life in a particular habitat or ecosystem. 33. Which law requires the establishment of people's small-scale mining areas or Minahang Bayan? A. RA 9003. B. RA 7942. C. RA 7076. D. RA 8749. Answer: C. RA 7076. Explanation: RA 7076, the People's Small-Scale Mining Act, aims to regulate small-scale mining activities. 34. Which of the following is not a key concept in environmental management? A. Carrying capacity. B. Sustainable development. C. Environmental degradation. D. Political dominance. Answer: D. Political dominance. Explanation: political dominance is not related to environmental management. 35. What does the term climate change refer to? A. Temporary weather changes. B. Long-term changes in temperature and weather patterns. C. Seasonal variations. D. Immediate atmospheric conditions. Answer: B. Long-term changes in temperature and weather patterns. Explanation: climate change refers to significant and lasting changes in the Earth's climate. 36. Which law mandates the proper handling and disposal of hazardous waste in the Philippines? A. RA 9003. B. RA 6969. C. RA 8749. D. RA 7586. Answer: B. RA 6969. Explanation: RA 6969, the Toxic Substances and Hazardous and Nuclear Wastes Control Act, regulates hazardous waste management. 37. Under RA 6713, what is expected from public officials in terms of professionalism? A. They should engage in partisan political activities. B. They should display courteous and responsible behavior at all times. C. They should prioritize personal gain over public interest. D. They should accept gifts for better service delivery. Answer: B. They should display courteous and responsible behavior at all times. Explanation: professionalism requires public officials to act courteously and responsibly. 38. Which organization is responsible for environmental impact assessments in the Philippines? A. Department of Trade and Industry, DTI. B. Department of Health, DOH. C. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. D. Department of Finance, DOF. Answer: C. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. Explanation: the DNR is tasked with conducting environmental impact assessments for various projects. 39. Which of the following is a primary human right protected by the Philippine Constitution? A. The right to free speech. B. The right to private property. C. The right to work abroad. D. The right to vote at any age. Answer: A. The right to free speech. Explanation: the right to free speech is a fundamental human right protected by the Constitution. 40. Which agency oversees the implementation of the Clean Air Act in the Philippines? A. Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH. B. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. C. Department of Health, DOH. D. Department of Agriculture, DA. Answer: B. Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DNR. Explanation: the DNR is responsible for the implementation of the Clean Air Act. 41. Which law aims to provide a framework for the sustainable development and use of forest resources in the Philippines? A. RA 7586. B. RA 8749. C. RA 8371. D. RA 7611. Answer: D. RA 7611. Explanation: RA 7611, also known as the Strategic Environmental Plan for Palawan Act, focuses on sustainable forest management. 42. What is the main objective of the Expanded National Integrated Protected Area System (INIPAS) Act of 2018? A. To expand agricultural lands. B. To enhance and strengthen the protection of existing protected areas. C. To promote industrialization in remote areas. D. To increase mining activities. Answer: B. To enhance and strengthen the protection of existing protected areas. Explanation: the INIPAS Act aims to enhance the conservation efforts for protected areas. 43. What does the term public accountability mean under RA 6713? A. Public officials are not answerable to anyone. B. Public officials are accountable only to their political party. C. Public officials are answerable to the people and must perform their duties with responsibility and integrity. D. Public officials are accountable only after they retire. Answer: C. Public officials are answerable to the people and must perform their duties with responsibility and integrity. Explanation: public accountability ensures that officials perform their duties responsibly and ethically. 44. Which law focuses on the preservation of historical and cultural heritage in the Philippines? A. RA 7586. B. RA 10066. C. RA 8371. D. RA 9003. Answer: B. RA 10066. Explanation: RA 10066, known as the National Cultural Heritage Act, aims to preserve and promote cultural heritage. 45. Which principle underpins the concept of informed consent in human rights? A. Individuals must be coerced into making decisions. B. Individuals have the right to make decisions without any information. C. Individuals must be provided with all relevant information to make a voluntary and informed decision. D. Individuals are not required to make any decisions. Answer: C. Individuals must be provided with all relevant information to make a voluntary and informed decision. Explanation: informed consent requires individuals to be fully informed before making a decision. 46. What is the focus of the zero waste management approach? A. Increasing landfill use. B. Maximizing waste production. C. Reducing and managing waste through recycling and reusing. D. Promoting waste incineration. Answer: C. Reducing and managing waste through recycling and reusing. Explanation: Zero waste management aims to minimize waste through practices like recycling and reusing. 47. Which law in the Philippines aims to promote the health and welfare of the Filipino elderly? A. RA 7432. B. RA 7610. C. RA 9262. D. RA 10028. Answer: RA 7432. Explanation: RA 7432, known as the Senior Citizens Act, promotes the well-being of elderly Filipinos. 48. Which document serves as the highest framework for environmental policy and planning in the Philippines? A. The Philippine Constitution. B. The Local Government Code. C. The Philippine Agenda 21. D. The Civil Code. Answer: C. The Philippine Agenda 21. Explanation: The Philippine Agenda 21 serves as the comprehensive framework for sustainable development and environmental policies. 49. What is the main objective of the Renewable Energy Act of 2008, RA 9513? A. To promote the use of fossil fuels. B. To establish coal power plants. C. To promote the development and use of renewable energy sources. D. To privatize energy distribution. Answer: C. To promote the development and use of renewable energy sources. Explanation: RA 9513 aims to accelerate the development and utilization of renewable energy in the Philippines. 50. Which law focuses on the regulation and management of hazardous wastes in the Philippines? A. RA 9003. B. RA 6969. C. RA 8749. D. RA 7586. Answer: B. RA 6969. Explanation: RA 6969, the Toxic Substances and Hazardous and Nuclear Wastes Control Act, governs hazardous waste management.